Bobby Chacon, retired FBI agent, attorney, is here visiting with me, and we are going to be joined by Michele Hanisee, President, Association of Deputy District Attorneys. Michele, welcome.
Thank you very much.
So, reading about this and violent crimes and things that were qualified as nonviolent crimes by Prop 47 makes you for the average person, makes you kind of shake your head. Are we going to be able to undo this?
Well, we're going to try. The Reducing Crime and Keeping California Safe Act will fix some of these problems. Unfortunately, it did not qualify for the 2018 election, but will be on the 2020 ballot.
And what will be in there?
Well, among other things, it does classify a whole bunch of new crimes as violent for purposes of early release, and only for purposes of only release. Things like human trafficking of a minor for sex, assault on a police officer, domestic violence, all kinds of crimes that the average citizen would consider to be violent. It also restores DNA collection for some low-level crimes, which have been scientifically proven to help solve high-level crimes, violent crimes.
Are you getting any pushback on this?
Oh, absolutely. The governor does not like it at all, and a lot of our legislators don't like it at all.
Because the prisons will swell again, or what?
Well, I guess their hypothetical reason is the prisons will swell again, but some of it doesn't really address the prisons swelling at all. And the other side of that cost, when they're trying to save money on incarcerating people, they never seem to want to talk about the cost to victims who have their cars burglarized or stolen, who have their homes broken into, who have their businesses stolen from.
Yeah, it's crazy. You have any questions, Bobby, about this?
No, I mean, I applaud this effort. I think this is long overdue. I think this whole classification of nonviolent and violent from the outset, has been absolutely horrendous and driven by, partly by the defense bar, who has a vested interest in early release and some of these things. And so I think that, Michele, we still have a concern. I sometimes have a concern about things that are actually plea bargained down. You can get somebody that's actually arrested for a very violent act, and through the plea bargaining process will plea bargain to what appears to be a nonviolent act.
Or which, in the eyes, through the prism of Prop 47, is a nonviolent
right.
act.
And on their record, they don't have then a violent act conviction or incarceration. And it really is troubling because, that is such a prevalent, at least, in my day, it was such a prevalent way of defense attorneys adjudicating cases, is to plead it down. And that's what they were always doing. They were pleading felonies down to violent felonies down to either non-violent felonies or even misdemeanors and stuff. Is there anything like that in the fix?
There's nothing like that because, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, plea bargaining is an inherent part of our system, and both sides have to weigh the benefit and cost of that on a case-by-case basis. And I can think of an example recently where we allowed an individual who had committed what was charged as a violent crime to ultimately earn a conviction for a nonviolent crime by doing a number of things while on a program being supervised by the district attorney's office, but also paying an enormous amount of medical restitution to the person that they injured. The thing is, we could not have gotten that medical restitution for the victim if that person had just been sent to prison.
Right. I mean, so at least we're the people are getting something out of it.
Right.
Right.
What do we need? What's the average person need to do to get behind this?
Well, they can still go to the website and donate, because getting the initiative on the ballot is part one, but we still have to spread information to the public through advertising and media, because the problem is it's hard for the public to know what these ballot initiatives say just by reading the description.
Right, it's impossible. Right.
In the voter pamphlet. So the website is keepcalsafe.org, and they can still make contributions there, and then just share it on social media.
All right. Well, it certainly seems like something we should get behind and try to vote in, because I don't understand how anybody could look at Prop 47 and consider it a success. It's.
I mean, Michele. I mean, I'm reading one of the leaflets on it. I mean, in this, a lot of people may not even know this. I mean, under the prop is rape of an unconscious person treated as a nonviolent offense?
Yes, it is. And trafficking for child porn. Yeah.
I think most people, if they were knowledgeable about that, would be outraged.
Oh, we've been talking about it for a couple of years.
Right.
There are 14 different things that they list here that are insanely violent.
Yes.
Like if you beat a woman with a pipe, even in a domestic violence episode, not violent. Not violent.
I mean, by whose definition of? I mean,
that's the point.
Yeah,
It's absolutely arbitrary, and it was really clearly designed for political expediency and not for the public benefit. That's for sure.
Right.
800-222-5222. If you'd like to make a comment on this, we'd like to hear it.